Welcome back to this already the final segment of The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about that today on a Monday. Glad to be with you. I tell you, it's been a very fast, lively, a lot of different topics on today's program, and we're going to continue that. You know, as football season is here in full force, and there's an organization here in the great state of Texas, a school that almost everyone's familiar with, a school that everyone either greatly loves or loathes based on their geography, you know, and their own alumni affiliation and that type of thing. I, for one, am a huge fan, though, of Texas A&M. I think it's a fantastic institution. It's a one-of-a-kind institution, and I'm delighted to have a spokesperson from that school on my program. And I consider all those who loathe this school, mainly they're just envious. They just have enormous envy issues and probably should see a therapist. Jason, welcome to the program. You're the Senior Associate Athletic Director for External Affairs, and I think your title is very long and impressive.
Well, thanks, Kevin. And I tell you what, in my job, I think everyone loves the Aggies.
Well, I think it's only because you hang out with people that love the Aggies. People either love you or they hate you, and those that hate you either don't understand you or they envy you. And you know what? I don't have any problem with people envying me, and that's the reason why they hate me. All 3 or 4 of them. But anyway, tell us about that. 12th Man Foundation. First of all, let's right at the very beginning give the website to that.
Yes, we're looking at auctioning off a 12th Man plate, and you can go to myplates.com and click on auctions, and you can see where we are. And if you want to know how excited Texas A&M fans and Aggies are about football season and our SEC move, look no further than what this auction is doing with this license plate.
Yeah, that's exciting. 12th Man Foundation, though, the website for that is 12thmanfoundation.com, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So tell us about the license plate, the quest to get this thing sold. And I bet there's not another school out there that can compete in terms of the amount of money that's already been, raised in that auction, if you will. Of course, at the end, whoever buys it will buy it. But how much? Where are you at as of now?
You know, we're standing at $35,000 right now for one license plate. It's just absolutely incredible, Kevin.
They're not paying that annually, though. They'll pay that to get it, and then the renewal will be whatever it is going forward.
Correct. Yes.
Thank God.
It's a 10-year term, or you could keep it for life too. But that gives you the rights of that plate, and you know the 12th man tradition is very important to Texas A&M, and talks about who we are, our loyalty, the spirit that we have, and it's a pretty big deal to be driving around town, and you are the 12th man because it tells it on your license plate. Wow,
you gotta love that. Why don't you explain the 12th man story real quick? It's a phenomenal story. Tell us that real quick.
Yeah, it actually dates back to 1922. A guy by the name of E. King Gill. Texas A&M was playing in the Dixie Classic, which was a bowl game at that time, and we started running out of players. So the coach goes and pulls E. King Gill out of the stands and says, hey, we might need you to come and play in the game for us. So E. King Gill stood on the sidelines for the whole game, never got into the game, but that's that spirit of the 12th man, that tradition started there. And even today, we have 31,000 students at Kyle Field, and they all stand at the football games just like E. King Gill did, ready to go into the game if they're needed.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I've unfortunately have never been to a game, and I'm expecting you to give me tickets.
Not for the Alabama game. We'll have to get you another time.
Yeah, but I'd love to have tickets. If you invite me out there, I'll come and definitely check it out. I've watched the game. I watch every chance I can. A&M is one of my favorite teams to watch, and the stands are always standing. They're never sitting down, and I love that. I absolutely love that.
Well, it is a very unique experience in all of college football, and I've been to all the SEC stadiums across the Big 12, and there's nothing like it. And you may have heard, Kevin, that we're in the process of expanding Kyle Field to 102,500 seats.
Watch out, Big House up there in Michigan, huh?
You better believe it. And you know what the amazing thing is we are sold out already.
Awesome.
So this passion that Aggies have, this excitement that we have to be on the national stage, to play in the SEC. You can see it from our football stadium project and even this auction with $35,000 for a license plate. That beats the previous record in the state of Texas by $15,000, and we still have several days left.
And what was the one? What was the one for $15,000?
Yeah, well, you had one for 20. That was for the plate that said Houston on it, and so we're now at 35,000. And the auction's going to end on the Thursday before the Alabama game, and then we'll actually present the plate on the field as Texas A&M faces Alabama.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. That's awesome. And so you blow out anyone when it comes to universities having a plate in terms of money raised.
Yeah, you know what? The license plate is a huge marketing tool, not only for Texas A&M but for universities across the state of Texas and really across the country, because you put those plates on there and they're rolling billboards.
Yeah.
As part of that. And one of the really neat things, yes, it gives you visibility, but these dollars go back to support scholarships for these plates. These dollars go back here at Texas A&M to support the Corps of Cadets, the Bonfire Memorial, and then also the athletics department. So it's really a win-win for everyone when you look at this license plate program.
Jason, how long have you been with the university?
I've been with A&M for 10 years now, and in various roles, and I was the VP of Marketing and Communications for the entire university, but my passion is in athletics. That's where I started my career, and switched back over to athletics 100% in April.
So let me ask you, I don't want you to really ignore the fact that the vast majority of my audience is probably a graduate of a Big 12 school or has some level of intimacy with Big 12 simply because they dated someone, married someone, or whatever with Big 12. Tell us, though, about your reflections on the move from Big 12 to the SEC.
Yeah, very, very good question. And for us, for so long, Kevin, our brand, Texas A&M, was defined by the Longhorns or the Bears or the Red Raiders. It was defined by other people. And we thought that this move to the SEC would allow us to branch out and tell our own story. And for so long, we have been compared to those other schools. But if we move to the SEC, we tell our own story and then also increase our visibility around the country, because we were continually fighting this perception that Texas A&M is a small regional school, these perceptions that we're entirely a military school. So we felt that we needed to break out of that and really go to a conference that gives us visibility, but also has a lot of ties. You look at Texas A&M as a land-grant institution. 10 of the 14 SEC schools are land grants.
All right,
so there's a lot of commonality.
My producer's going to just pull the plug out of us in any second. But I've got to tell you, I've always looked at Texas A&M as the world's biggest small university. And because it has a level of intimacy and camaraderie that you can't find elsewhere. But I also understand the things you're talking about. I'm going to get you back on my show. Okay, Jason?
Not a problem.
Well, I'm going to look forward to it, too. In fact, we'll try to do it by early next week so we can promote this again. Go over there and check out those plates, and don't be silly. You need to learn more about that. You need to go to myplace.com. It's right there on the homepage. And you need to have a great rest of your day, and I hope you spend it right here on this station.